Hey folks, thanks for stopping by Just Cooking with the Guys. I appreciate you taking time to stop and watch our videos. Today we're going to do a Mexican lasagna. I've got my ground beef in my skillet here. I'm going to brown it up. I've got 1 pound of ground beef. So we're going to get this browned up and we'll add a few things to it here in a few minutes. Add some onions and some seasonings. And we'll be back in just a minute, so stick around. Our ground beef probably is 70% done. I've got about 3/4 of a cup of the diced up onion I'm going to add in here. And go ahead and let that saute in good with our ground beef. And we'll be back in just a second. Okay, we've got our ground beef cooked through. I'm going to push this to the side, and I've got some paper towels I'm going to try to get some of this excess grease out of here with. And we don't need that, so we want to keep some of our oil in there so our taco seasoning will adhere to the meat a little better. But that's probably pretty good right there. So at this point, I've got a package of taco seasoning I'm going to add to this, and you can use your favorite taco seasoning, whatever you want to use. And I'm going to use the entire packet. Also going to turn the heat down to about a medium. We'll mix this in good. And if need be, we can add a little bit of water to help it along. Not a lot of water, just a bit. Kind of helps soften up your seasoning a little bit. Help it get incorporated good with the meat. Now I'm going to take this on down a little bit more to about a low and just let it simmer here for a second. Kind of help that taco seasoning and the onions and the ground beef kind of marry up good there, and then we'll carry on. So we'll be back in just a second. Okay, I've got our flour tortillas down, and these are look like probably a fajita size. And I'm going to start by laying 2 down. I've kind of shot some vegetable spray on the bottom of the pan or the casserole dish here so it wouldn't stick. I laid 2 down. I cut 1 in half. And we're going to come in and put a little bit of our ground beef down here. Maybe about like so, maybe a little bit more right in here. Then I've got a can of Pintos that I drained. I didn't rinse them off. We'll finish off with a few more Pintos. You could use, I guess, dried Pintos and cook them if you'd like. That would probably be really good. But okay, our next layer is a can of whole kernel corn that I drained, and I added a can of Ro-Tel tomatoes to the corn. And we're going to sprinkle these on real nice. Spread that out kind of even as you can. And our next layer is going to be some Mexican blend shredded cheese. Sorry for the crinkling in the microphone. We'll put down a good amount of that. Okay, now we're going to layer on some more tortillas. So we're going to put down 2 more. And we'll do them opposite this time, opposite sides, like so. And come back in with some more ground beef. Then we'll come back with some more of our pintos. I've got the oven preheating to 400 degrees, and I'm thinking maybe 20 minutes to heat this through and to melt our cheese. So we'll give it a check then and see where we stand. Another layer of corn. Then we'll lay on one more layer of cheese. One more layer of tortillas. And one final layer of cheese. I don't know exactly how much cheese I've used, but used quite a bit, so probably maybe 2 cups. Okay, we're going to pop this into the oven, and we'll be back in about 20 minutes to see how it turns out, so stick around. We let this go for about 19 minutes, and you see the cheese is melted up good on the top, so let's give a cut into this dude. We'll just cut it all the way across, and then I'm going to come right in here, come across this way. Be sure I get all the way down. And I've got my trusty spatula to dip this out with here. Check this out. We'll be right back and do a taste test, so stick with us here for 1 second. Okay, let's check this out. I'll tell you what, it looks really good. Hey, this stuff turned out really good. You need to check this out. I'm gonna go eat some more of this Mexican lasagna, and I will see you